world has reached a point where the issue of climate change is threatening everybody.
The rainfall levels we have at the moment definitely have dwindled and is affecting so much on the water levels in the entire country, in the entire continent, and the world at large.
We fear that if anything goes wrong with the biodiversity, it will definitely disrupt our economic balance and development of our country. But what is more of a concern is the very fact that our islands can disappear.
This is the beginning of a worldwide process that will engage more and more legislators. The hearing we're having here in Samburu in Kenya this weekend is specifically for East African legislators, and it's the first of a series of 9 hearings that will take place over the next 3 years.
You know, when you are in a group, when you are together, you support each other, you share experiences and ideas.
I love the idea of the e-Parliament getting us together, because by doing so we are able to share ideas, and we continue sharing ideas online.
We got in touch with members of Parliament from Ghana. Since 2006, they have been helping us to write our renewable energy policy.
This particular hearing has been very interesting, particularly because of the quality of the resource people who were gathered here.
In essence, we're building good capacity in this area, which is going to be very useful to our economies and our states.
Without energy, we cannot think about achieving any of the MDGs that we proposed to do in Africa by 2015.
Most of the East African countries have had a form of energy crisis, and for those who haven't experienced it, there is a looming crisis.
In the recent past, we have had a shortage of energy. More than 50% of our production, of our installed capacity, could not be produced because of the decreased levels of Lake Victoria and the Nile.
The common mwananchi in Kenya uses a lot of wood fuel in their homesteads. Thus, the continuous destruction of forests.
If the issue of poverty could be addressed, people would not be cutting down trees and looking at charcoal as an economic activity.
It is the women who must take care of the member of the family. Children must go collecting wood. Sometimes they do long distances, and sometimes they stop studies.
They are thinking about their life that particular day and how to raise school fees for their children, forgetting all about what problems they are going to throw the children into.
I think we've picked quite a number of ideas that can be applicable to the different local situations.
Even as we sit here, solar energy is out there, and we need to tap into it.
We also need to look at the possibility of harnessing a potential that is available in the entire region, like the Rift Valley as we saw it, and its potential for geothermal.
If we can produce and be able to use the agricultural waste to produce more energy, why not?
I believe each of us will go away with an action plan.
Some of the things I'm taking back will include a statement in the East African Legislative Assembly, also calling upon the Assembly to review the East African Master Power Plan.
I believe the future of this world depends on the coordination of the parliaments of the world.
How can we move beyond rhetoric? How can we move beyond the talks and actually implement what it is we're learning from this sort of meeting?
But how do we wait? Meanwhile, we have the poor people at the countrysides destroying the trees and using it as a source of energy.
how we can all contribute to solve global problems, but acting locally.
We need to stop what we're doing right now. We need to reverse the effect of climate change. Because if we don't do that, it's not only I won't be here in 20 or 30 years' time, but a number of nations will not be here.